So hello there and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite some time since I did any MLS related content on this channel or my other channel, but yeah, it's been about a year later. The first ever MLS related video I uploaded was the 2019 MLS Cup Bracket Challenge, and here I am 1 year later on my second MLS podcast doing the MLS 2020 Bracket Challenge. So let's begin. Heads up, I actually haven't paid that much attention to the MLS this season because I'm an Atlanta United fan, and I mean it was just a terrible season if you're an Atlanta United fan. So yeah, let's begin. We'll the start off with the Western Conference. Big juicy first match. Sporting KC, San Jose. What's gonna happen there? Here's the thing, I don't want this video to be about 16 minutes long like the last one, so I'm going to go as fast as I can. SKC are looking like a really solid team, first in the Western Conference table wise. San Jose last in the Western Conference. Wondolowski, man, he is going to be the player to watch. He's is he 30, 36? I think he's 36 years old, but he's still performing at such a fine level. um Obviously, SKC will be the favorites to win this, but I wouldn't be shocked if San Jose were to pull off a shocker. But I'll go with SKC for this. I think they've just been the more consistent side. So yeah, SKC. The next one, Minnesota and Colorado. How the hell have Colorado got into fifth? I know they're using the points per match system for the table, but Colorado really an MLS playoff worthy team? I don't think so. But Minnesota, there have been many reports that the Minnesota team has a couple of injuries, or a couple of the players went for international break, so there's going to be some fatigue in the team. But I'm going to go with Minnesota. I know it's a tricky one, but I'm going to go with Minnesota for this one. The next one, it's a pretty big game. Portland against Dallas. Portland, in my opinion, have been a pretty good-looking team. They were a bit off last year, but this year I really like the team. I think Chara and Diego Chara and Yimi Chara have both been excellent players. Keep-wise, like I said, I didn't watch much MLS this year, so I don't really know how they are defensive-wise. Blanco is injured, so that's that. But Valeri is still performing at a decent level. They also have their striker. I think Mora is his name. He's been decent. Dallas, same old. I guess they've been okay, but I still wholeheartedly believe that this Dallas team has the best defense in the league without a doubt. They just have such a solid defense. And you have Portland. Portland have the home advantage. I think Portland to win this, but could Dallas? Dallas probably could, but I think Portland will win this comfortably. Yeah, the next one is such a big match. It's Seattle versus LAFC. LAFC only seventh in the Western Conference. Oh my word, what has happened there? And latest news says that Diego Rossi is out with the COVID-19 pandemic. Get well soon, Diego. But oh man, LAFC. Do LAFC have a shot of pulling a shocker? I mean, I don't think they have a fully fit Carlos Vela to begin with. I just don't see LAFC getting past. The players haven't been at the level they were last season. Selling off Walker Zimmerman, that was such a huge mistake from the team. They look terribly defensive wise. Their centre backs this year have just been abysmal. Also, I think Tyler Miller was kind of a problem for LAFC, but boy, I did not think that they had to sell him off. That was clearly a mistake. The new guy, I think Verma, his name is, the Dutch keeper. I just don't think he's at the standard of Miller. He's much worse than Miller, and I think they should have just stuck with Miller. So I just think Seattle to win this. Is this going to be a tough game? I think it'll be a semi-tough game, but I think Seattle will get the win comfortably. So yeah, let's go with that. So I'll just decide to finish off the Western Conference first off. Sporting KC, Minnesota in the semifinals. I think Sporting KC to win it comfortably. Next off, we have Portland and Seattle. This is a bit of a tough one. I think both teams are pretty much on the same level. Obviously, I think Seattle are favorites to win MLS Cup this year, but I wouldn't be shocked if Portland were to pull a shocker. And we did see Portland win the MLS's back cup, so that will definitely be some sort of drive for them to win another cup this year. I mean, give me a reason why Portland can't beat Seattle. And Seattle have had some shock results over the course of the season. I mean, they have performed well, but they've also had a couple of shock results on, here and there. But so, who do I actually go with for this one? Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm actually gonna go with Portland. I don't think Seattle is gonna go through. I think Portland is gonna go through. So for the finals of the Western Conference, we have Sporting KC and Portland Timbers. I'm actually gonna go for the Timbers to win this game. Timbers in the finals. Wow, that is great. I'm predicting maybe a 2-1 final, Portland and Sporting KC. Now I move on to the Eastern Conference. First off, Philly and New England. I mean, obviously Philly, right? Philly have got to go through. So yeah. I mean, Charles Gill. I think Gill. I mean Gill. He's back. He's looking good. He's got a goal today. How much importance this Carlos Gill. I'm not. How much of a difference maker is Gill to this team? Quite a bit, but I think Philadelphia have just they've been a good team this season, and I'm really happy to see Philadelphia. They really had a good season last year, and I think they deserve a lot of pundits, by the way, predicted Philadelphia to have a bad season, and I'm very happy that Philadelphia are doing a very good job. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Philadelphia to go through the first round. The next match, this is such a big round up. We have Orlando City versus NYC. Oh my words! I know I'm an Atlanta fan, but I really would like to see Orlando win this. But NYC is a team that I think is capable of pulling off a shock result against Orlando. And I know I heard a stat just now that Orlando, no matter which season it was, they always seem to perform best against NYCFC, whether it was last season or whichever season they were. Even if they played terrible, they still performed well against NYC. But I mean, this is such a good Orlando side against, I think, a pretty decent NYC side. I hope to see Orlando go through, so I think I am going to choose Orlando. But honestly, with the form that Castellanos, he got the recent hat trick, didn't he? Coming into this tournament, he could really be fired up. So I could see NYC going through, but my heart is telling me to choose Orlando, and so I am going to choose Orlando for this. Next up, we have Columbus against the New York Red Bulls. Columbus, Zalarian, Zardas, Pedro Santos. I don't know if Pedro Santos is fit. Nagbe has been an amazing player. Red Bulls, I actually don't know much about the Red Bulls this season. They signed a new keeper. Duncan has been pretty decent in defense. They sold off Mule to Nashville. I just I don't really know anyone from Red Bull, so I know Red Bulls got in comfortably at six, not really comfortably. They got it in sixth place, but I just think Columbus are gonna go through. Next off, we have Toronto against Nashville, and this has been something that's been bugging me. I mean, I have no idea why, but this has been bugging me. I don't think Toronto is gonna make it through. I really don't think Toronto is gonna make it through. I think Nashville is going to pull off a stellar defensive performance. And you're just going to get some random goal from Nashville. Maybe Lille, maybe Zimmerman with a header. I think Nashville is going to nick this game 1-0. I think Toronto. Oh man, as much as I love Pozuelo, arguably my second favorite player in the MLS after Jose Martinez. I mean, I don't know why, but I see Nashville going through. So I'm going to pick Nashville. This is going to be my big shocker result. So yeah, now to the conference semifinal. This is really tough. Philly and Orlando. Who goes through? Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Do Philly go through or do Orlando go through? I think Luis Nani. If this game happens, remember the name Luis Nani. He's gonna have the best game in his MLS career if Philly and Orlando happens. So yes, I am going to go with Orlando. Now Columbus and Nashville. Is Nashville going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals in their inaugural season? Imagine how mad that would be if it were to happen. But I am going to go with Columbus because I just don't think that Nashville is going to make the finals. I'm sorry, Nashville. Nothing against you. I mean, getting into an Eastern Conference semifinal in your inaugural season is mad enough. But I think that is as high as this team is going to go this season. So I'm going to choose Columbus Crew to play with Orlando in the finals. Oh my word! I did not think this through actually. Orlando and Columbus. Both teams are pretty evenly matched. I think again. Oh man, this is. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the other team would go through, but like I said, I'm going with my heart, and I'm going to go with Orlando. So Orlando and Portland in the MLS Cup final. Wow. Orlando and Portland in the finals. Who am I going to choose? I'm going to go with Orlando. Oh, but I feel like I'm going with my heart if I go with Orlando. Oh man, this is tough. This is genuinely tough. But I mean, could Orlando actually win it? Could Orlando actually win it? I feel like I might have screwed up somewhere. I feel like this is the part where I say Philadelphia wins it, but am I going to go with Orlando? I'm going to go with Orlando. I'm going to go with 2-1 Orlando. And yeah, that is that. Yes, my winners of the 2020 MLS Cup is Orlando. Thank you for watching. Bye.